Okay. So, happy Thursday. Tonight we're going to do some role playing. We've had some great discussions this last couple days. So, as usual, let's go around the horn and just give a quick synopsis of what yesterday, what takeaways you had from yesterday, from anybody that wants to share.
Oh, wow. I'll go.
Okay.
Okay. For me, yesterday was the best call we've had this far. I don't know. I feel like it's so nice. Not only when we ourselves know that we're growing, but when other people in our team start pointing out the strengths and the growth that we each have had. And I think it's just beautiful how we were all able to come together and I don't know, I feel like in some way uplift each other with our words. I loved so much how we were all able to really participate, and it really felt like a group discussion yesterday, and I feel like that's the best one that we've had. I also think that we were all able to notice that we're really needing the role play calls. So I'm really happy and I'm really excited that we're actually going to be able to do those today. I am a little bit nervous because, of course, we haven't practiced this in a while, but I know this, for me, this used to be my favorite before. I used to role play with Jasmine all the time. So I'm really excited for this. And I don't know, I think yesterday's call was just very special. Very, very nice. And I don't know. I'm really excited because I feel like since it's already been like the sixth call, I feel like we're already starting to get the hang of it. Or so it seems, because nobody wanted to talk right now, but
Right.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely.
Yes.
Perfect. I love it. Who else?
What was the question that nobody wanted to?
What was your takeaway from yesterday's call?
It was
Okay.
I like the fact that we're working on a basic skill set and getting back to the basics and the simplicity of the system that we need to use. So I think that was really huge for me, of understanding, like, building the list, inviting, webinar, follow-up. So that was big.
Awesome.
Well, I haven't been here for the last couple of days. Sorry, I missed you guys so much, but I actually took the time to listen to all three sessions actually today. And she is so right. You guys were so uplifting, so powerful, encouraging, gave me a lot to think about. I was looking at the formula that Daryl had presented regarding the relationships, the values, the product of the product. Looked at all of that, came out feeling like, I'm a lot more enlightened, and you guys were sounding great. I listened to all of you. He tapes everybody so clearly. So I was listening to all you guys. All you guys sounded so positive, and you guys really encouraged me. And I hate that I missed you guys the last couple of days, but been extremely busy a little bit. So just wanted you guys to know that, and I missed you guys so much.
Awesome, Catherine. Thank you. We missed you, and it was great that you caught up, though. That was the important part. You took the time to catch up and listen. That's all that matters. So good job. Who else?
I'll go.
All right.
I just want to, first of all, Catherine, I can't wait to meet you in person. Oh my goodness. I just think you and I have so much in common, and your spirit resonates with me. So I am so looking forward to meeting you in person, first of all. And second of all, my takeaway from last night's call was I loved it because I think everybody was real. And we had, like you said, Daryl, when you were just sitting back and not saying nothing, because the team was having dialogue the way we're supposed to. We weren't just following rules all the time. We were actually telling you what we're thinking, what we're feeling. That was awesome to me. And I think because we're finally starting to comprehend what it's all about.
Yeah. I agree. Good stuff. Anybody else?
Can I say one other thing?
Oh,
Yeah, go on.
I'm sorry. No, are you sure? No. I was just going to say one other thing. I did something tonight that I've never done, and it's all because of everything that you've been teaching us and that we've been working on in regards to the self-image. I stuck up for myself and the meaning of my time, the value of my time. I worked all day, and I have this doctor that I'm cleaning for, right? So she said, first of all, last night I get there, and she ends up having something came up and she had to leave. So I rearranged my schedule so I could go clean all night for her. And so I was there for an hour. No problem. I understand. She's an internist, very, very busy woman. Tonight, I'm texting her all afternoon because she wanted me there early. So I was trying to get there 4 or 5 o'clock. She's, I'm working all day. I've got my schedule. And she's got company coming tomorrow from out of state, so I wanted to make sure that I was able to have the house clean for her. So I started texting her at 5:30, I'm on my way. She says, I won't be there till 6, no problem. I drove around, then I got to her house. 6 o'clock, I sat in her driveway because I can't get in without her there. I sat there, and she kept saying, I'm on my way. I sat there in her driveway for an hour. And yeah, and I don't care if she makes $1 million a year. My time's worth something too. And so I found, you know what? I gave her an hour, and I wrote to her. I texted her. I'm very sorry, but I have other jobs I could have put in tonight. There's so many other things I could have done. I apologize. I hope you can, clean up for your company tomorrow. But I've got other things to do. So I left, and that's something in the past I would have never, ever done. But never stuck up for myself like that.
Oh, good
Well,
for you.
good for you.
that's
Yeah.
awesome, Wendy. That is great.
Proud of you, girl.
Yes.
It felt good.
That is
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you. I just wanted to share that.
Way to
That
go,
was
Wendy.
good.
Sure.
That's good.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Thank you.
Word.
Yeah. Because you know what? I'm going to be a multimillionaire too. But I don't care if I'm not there yet. My time's important and my time's worth something.
That's right.
So we respect each other's time, and she did. In fact, she wrote back, "I'm so sorry. Let's reschedule." No problem. Because I have, So it was kind of cool. I thought she'd just blow me off forever, but no, she respected that.
Good. That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I heard that butt whooping Daryl gave a session back that he was keeping it real. And I really admired it. When he was saying some of us, we think broke. Hey, you know what? I'm woman enough to admit, you know what? That mindset, I might have been thinking broke too, Daryl.
Yeah.
And like you said, you may have the money, but you may not have the mindset. You may have the mindset, but you may not have the money. Sometimes them two don't come hand in hand. But you know what? I have to have a different mindset. And by the way, guys, I heard a couple of y'all say, hey, I put on the platform. I'm killing it too. IML is killing it for me too, because I've made quite a bit of money in the last 1.5 months that I've been with IML. So I want to brag about that. Whoop, whoop to IML.
That is awesome. That's wonderful.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Is anybody, Shelly texted me, says she's having problems getting in.
Did she get the new link?
Yeah, did you get the new link?
Yeah, you really have to search for it. It was the problem because you didn't send it. And I think that's what it is. We're so used to having the old one
Oh,
memorized.
gotcha. Yeah.
You didn't send a link out today, which
Yeah, I did.
He emailed
oh
it.
I never got it. Mine didn't come. I just went into an old one from the other day. That might be it. Maybe she didn't get hers.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that
got the email, but I didn't get isn't it like a number
Yeah.
that you're supposed to, but yeah, I didn't get that number. So Janine actually sent me hers, and that was how I was ended up to get in.
Oh,
So,
interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
That's probably what's up.
Okay.
I sent it to her though, so hopefully she hops on.
All right.
You had her
let's,
back.
I'm going to do a screen share here. We're going to talk about a couple things, and then we're going to do some role playing. Okay. So now that we're at the point of where we're at, there's a couple things that you all asked to talk about. I wrote down yesterday, and it actually is exactly what we need to work on with the role playing. So, let's see here. And the first thing we're going to talk about tonight is time management. Okay. And the question on time management comes up, and I know I struggled with this one for a long time myself. And the reason I struggled with it was because time management was something that how can I put this? If you allow it to be, it's an excuse factory. And it's a crutch. But the reality is, we all have 24 hours in a day. So here's the thing about time. Time doesn't care. Time is going to go whether we like it or not. Time is still rolling. Time doesn't discriminate. Time is just time. It's what we do within that 24 hours that matters. And it is what is important to us. Okay? What is important to us? So what we have to do is really figure out what is important to us, and then what we do is we schedule our activities. This is called letting we run life. Don't let life run you. Okay? So here's what I want to talk about on this time management is that we do what's important to us and we focus what's important to us, or we're avoiding what we don't want to do. And when we avoid what we want to do, we end up doing something else on purpose. But if you're crystal clear, if you have clarity and focus on what you're supposed to be doing, what's important to you, then you will never have time management issues. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So we own our own business. And because we own our own business, we have to do income producing stuff. We'll call it stuff, right? That's what we have to do when we own a business. Income producing stuff. That income producing stuff, if it's important to you, this is where Some of you are going to get smacked around a little bit because it's work ethic. You got to go to work. You have to do work. Okay? Just like you have a job, you own a business, you have to do income producing activities, and that's work. That is work. So, what is income producing activities? Prospecting, and getting somebody started. That's it. This is how you make money. This is what you do to build your business. These are the only two things that matter out of everything you do in building your business. And that is prospecting and getting somebody started. So you got 24 hours in a day. The question you got to ask yourself is, how much time in that 24 hours are you spending prospecting, and how much time are you spending getting somebody signed up and started on the product? That's where your time is supposed to be spent. So when you say, okay, we got a call, we got this, we got that, we got this. Okay, in the future, everything will be focused on, if you got a prospect to talk to, or if you haven't talked to any prospects, you need to do that. And you need to get somebody started. You don't push those two off. You don't push them aside. They're the most important thing in your business. And what you cannot do is have days. We must keep score. We must keep score. Winners keep score. And you need to put a number every single day right next to prospecting, and you need to put a number next to getting started. And when you look at that number every day, you can gauge, how is your business doing? Is it growing or is it dying? If you're wanting to hit platinum 5,000, you need 225 customers. Well, if you need 225 customers, you're probably going to have to put 500 people through the prospect, 500 people through the pipeline, maybe even 700. So you better have some high prospecting numbers to match the goal you're going after. And this all, you say, Daryl, why are you talking about time management now? Why are you talking about the two things right now? Because inviting is the number one skill you need to have if you're going to prospect. If that's the number one thing you need to do your business, then inviting is the number one skill. Out of everything that you learn and what you do, inviting is the number one skill. And like anything in life, skills take practice. You have to practice, 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 practice in order to get good at inviting. It takes practice. The better you get at inviting people, the more money you're going to make. And there's different ways to invite people. And the thing that I want you to understand on inviting people is, as we talked about, let me, I'll keep writing on this. We'll fill this bad boy up. Is going to be your belief system, okay, and your self-image. Because what do you believe about inviting? What do you believe about practicing? What do you believe about getting that skill? What do you believe about meeting new people? Self-image. How do you feel about yourself? If you're going to go talk to some sharp people Do you feel like you're a business owner? Do you feel sharp about yourself? Do you feel good inviting people? Do you feel good going out meeting people? Right? You can't meet people on your couch, guys. You got to go meet people. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a special class. This is how I went out and met people and wrote, my $1 million deals, because I went out and met people. And you have to do that. This is a regular business. Business owners go out and meet people. And I'm going to give you guys a special class on how to network, where to network, how to network, who do you talk to, circle of influence, how to work through your circle of influence to meet people. So you'll have a lot of ways to meet people. And then the fun thing is you can also meet people by having fun. Go do your activities. Go do some hobbies. Get out of the house and go meet some strangers. Go do things you never want to do. Go take a Chai Chi class, a yoga class. Go bowling. Join a bowling league. Go do something. Art club. Whatever you want to do that you enjoy, as long as you meet people new and you invite them to take a look at what you have. That's the whole point. But there's a lot of meetups and business clubs and chamber events and business events that you can attend as a business owner and go meet people. And so we'll have another class, a special breakout class, so we just talk about the whole networking, how to meet people. But I wanted to talk about the time management and the two things that the most important skills that the most important skills inviting, and then prospecting and someone started. That's how you do time management. So when you get off work or whatever you're going to do, what do I do now? Get off your butt and go meet people. Not at home with a bag of potato chips talking about, I ain't know nobody. You ain't going to make no money. You have to get out and meet people. That's how you make money. That's what business people do. Business owners go and meet people and introduce themselves so they can meet new people. So, and that's a skill. That's a skill. You're not going to be good at it right away. We're going to have a class. I'm going to show you all the tips and tricks that I know. I'm pretty good at it. And you will be able to go out and meet some people. But right now, what we're working on is when you meet those people, what do you say? What do you say to those people that you're going to go meet? Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Does that help put it in perspective for you guys?
Absolutely.
Tell me how you feel about this.
It makes perfect sense. And I am absolutely fantastic at procrastinating, especially when I know that there is something to do. As part of Old Siobhan, I'm getting better at doing what I'm supposed to do, but it still happens. So that just makes it more clear. And you're absolutely right about the excuses and not making what I need to do a priority. And it basically boils down to, am I going to do what I want to do, or am I going to do what I need to do? So
That's so true, Siobhan.
Well, it scares the heck out of me. I'm not even going to. It scares me. I know I'm an aggressive person, and I would like to consider myself a people person. But you use the word that I think I've convinced myself that I don't like, and that's called work. So, but it scares me, honestly. I mean, I haven't written down my power list, meaning the people that are, I mean, I got a couple of people, I guess, off the top of my head, but to write down that number of people, and believe it or not, as I was going through my contacts over the holidays to set this party, I had like 300 and something people in my contacts, and I'm like, I don't feel like calling all these people. I don't think I did. I think I ended up emailing or sending out something. Anyway, make a long story short, once think of that list, first and foremost, I'm trying to think, how many of these people are power people? Who can I get to come, and how would I get them to come, and am I even ready for that? So I guess that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, it's my heart is fluttering, so it's scary actually for me.
Good, good. I love the honesty. And you got to have that come to Jesus meeting with yourself to figure out, are you going to do what it takes? And what do you have to do to change your belief, your image, and what you thought should happen? Because otherwise, this is why we fail in business. This is why we're not making money. This is why we can't, we use language like, I just don't know what I want to do. I just can't understand why I'm not doing anything. I just don't see why I'm not motivated. We should start dancing around the root of the issue.
Right.
Right. And this, is the root of the issue for a lot of people. So I'm glad you're honest, Catherine. That's awesome. Who else?
I'll go, Daryl.
Go for it.
I think the biggest thing for me is the realization again of time management. I've been doing some activities, but it's not scheduled activities. And then I think that sometimes hurts me because if I get a day where something else comes up or something else falls in, if it's not a scheduled activity, it won't get done. So I'm actually excited to see it because I'm understanding that if you don't plan those activities, then you're kind of just with the wind. Wherever the wind blows, that's kind of where you end up. And the prospecting part is exciting for me too because I've been implementing that and making a few calls and contacting some people and did it again with someone I met out today. And so I'm excited about really putting this system into application and understanding how important it is of being a true business owner, not just, this is a side thing that I'm doing. No, you're actually running a business, so it's important to do the activities. And if you don't have any cash flow in that business, then your business goes under.
You got it. I love it. Anybody else?
I'll go.
Alrighty.
For me, I'll just resonate a little bit with Janine and with Siobhan. And I totally understand Catherine because those are things that that come to my mind too. Have come to my mind, and slowly but surely I've been able to understand that it's just my self-image, and what I'm trying to do for that is every time that I'm thinking that I can't or that I don't know anybody or will I even be good at this, I remember that list that Daryl made us do where it was our beliefs, and I remember the negative beliefs that I had about myself, and all I like to think is that this is just a belief. That's all it is. It's just a belief, and I can believe to believe that. Sounds redundant, but I believe to believe that I can do this. I believe that I do know winners. I believe that I will attract winners. And I'm not saying that fear doesn't get in the way for me, because it really does. But it's just that constant battle between the negative and me trying to now bring positive into it and, cancel all that negativity out. So I resonate a lot with Catherine there. But with Siobhan and Janine, it's that, we all knew what we were getting ourselves into the first 90 days. We know what's expected of us, and we know, we have our own expectations. We know what we're here to do. It's either we're here to make it through or, simply just give up. And it's just that, like Siobhan says, I'm either going to do it or I'm not going to do it, and I am going to do it. So that's pretty much it for me.
I like it. No Josue?
I think he's on another line. I'm not
I'm
sure.
here. I'm here.
Okay.
Alejandra just killed it, right? So she just reminded me of the compromise that we have in these 90 days. So I was feeling scared, and I still do, but you know what? This is what we signed up for, right? And as you say, if you want to be platinum 5,000, you need 225 people. You need to prospect 700 people. I say, oh shit. But the reality is that that's what it takes to make a $60,000 income a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're willing to do that for someone else, and you will have to work very hard for someone else to make that type of income. If you get there, right? Because most people don't get there. We have to be sincere, unless you have a bunch of degrees. So we have an opportunity here, and our beliefs, our fears, and everything else, habits, time management, all of those things apply to all of us. So we're here to help each other. That's the reality. I was thinking, well, how am I gonna do on those days that I feel like not doing it? And we have two options. We either go through it, or we have our Wolfpack team to help us go through it. So it's just beautiful to know that we're all on the same page.
So, guys, how do you help each other? How do you help each other? Because I hope you guys can all see the theme here, is it that you guys are all scared, you're all nervous, and you're all going, oh my goodness. Right? Because this is the application. Change comes from application. You must do application for change. And we're, in these 90 days, you're absolutely right? I'm going to hold you accountable to this. Time management and what are you supposed to be doing? The 2 income producing activities. Nothing else matters. These are your 2 income producing activities. So now the question is, okay, we got to figure this out. We got to learn how to do this. How do you help each other?
I'll go.
You guys go. I want kick in as a group. Everybody talk to each other. I want you guys to figure out how you're going to help each other. Matter of fact, I'm going to put my headphones down. I'm going to get a cup of coffee, and you guys discuss how you're going to help each other.
I was gonna say that the first step is, being open. So we have to really try and get out of our comfort zone. I know some of us are, more private than others. We like keeping things to ourselves more than others. But the best way that we can help each other is to be aware. Like, there's days that I might be having a bad day, but Siobhan might not be having a bad day. But if I express that I'm having a bad day and Siobhan is having a good day, Siobhan can, she can give me words of encouragement. She can give me advice on, what she does to overcome, those days where, we just all feel down and everything just seems to be going wrong. So opening up as a group and allowing ourselves to, get contagious of the feelings and the way of being of that person that day is super important. And honestly, there's days where I feel like I need somebody there cheering me on, somebody there telling me, everything's going to be okay. And there's days where I also feel like, oh my God, I feel so good. Like, I'd love to just encourage somebody. I'd love to just, uplift somebody. So I think that's a very, very important thing that we should all start really, focusing on as a team.
That is so true. I love it. I love everything you said. I think another thing that we can do is, I think with this role playing, it's got my hands a little bit sweaty, but just participating. If you're not, because we're all here together, and I think that if one person does it wrong, or we have, if anything, we just have fun listening to each other's different approaches and just kind of relaxing into it. I just think if like Alejandra said, some people are more private, and I think if you just put yourself out there a little bit more. We're all a family, and it's not going to matter. So just kind of have fun with it. And I think that just hearing, we're all going to be bad at some point. So, just kind of loosening up and just participating, I think will help too.
Well, I think it's easier to invite people to parties than it is to actually, think about, hey, I got a presentation. It is. I mean,
Well,
I got a
true.
presentation for for you to listen to. Maybe something you'd be interested. I mean, people are quick to want to sit around, drink, talk a lot of trash or just chit chat, just catch up on old times or whatever. But when you talk about something that is good, like you said, the product, or the product, it's good, it works, and it still will end up inevitably going back to how we view ourselves. I guess I'm having an epiphany here. How we view ourselves. How do we tell? If I was trying to get Daryl to come and I'm trying to pitch him, or try not necessarily pitch him, I guess that's not the word I'm going to use, but trying to ask my friend, hey, why don't you come over? I got something that I think you may be interested in. Hey, if you don't like it, hey, nothing but a little time spent and two friends spending great time together. So, hey, why don't you come and hear what I have to say, or come and let someone explain to you what's going on with me. And, I don't know, but it's easier to invite people to a party than it is to get them to actually come and sit down and and watch a video, or to listen to one of us talk about the IML or the fusion or trades or anything. Although, in my favor today, it was a young lady. We talked, I didn't talk, but you guys were talking about dealing with broke people versus people that's got money. And I asked the girl, I said, do you got any money? I did. That'd be my first question. Do you have any money? Or do you have any money put up?
Don't waste my time. Yeah, no.
Right. Because it wasn't even worth my time. So she says that she was retired. I said, well, okay, so retired people put up money. At least smart retired people put up money. Right? So she's like, well, yeah, I got some money put up. I said, okay, well, then you might be worth my time. I said, but I need to learn more about what it is that I want to explain to you, but I'll show you this. And so I went onto my platform, and I showed her that I started with this amount of dollars here, but I got this amount of dollars there in a month and a half to 2 months. How you like me now type of thing. So as soon as I get things together, I'm going to come back at you and see if you're going to be interested in getting money just like I did. So I was able to go to some books and show her facts, and that's all I could do. I couldn't do anymore.
Can I say something here?
Yeah.
I just wanted to, first of all, capitalize on what Siobhan and Alejandro were both saying, and from so far what all of you have said is, and I'm on the other side of the spectrum, where for the most part you guys are a little apprehensive, a little nervous. Yet I'm, with my personality, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm very aggressive. I can't wait. But listening to what you guys are saying helps me so much understand how a lot of the people that I may be talking to, where they're coming from. That's the first point I wanted to make, because that's huge. It helps me to slow down, balance it out. Wendy Wind-Up toy on steroids on one side has no problem talking in front of people, but yet for the majority of the people I may be talking to, they're going to have more of the personalities of what you guys were saying. That's my first point. Second point is, it's really starting to it's really starting to get into my spirit, Daryl. I don't know if you're on here, but what Catherine was saying, I love it. Why is it so easy for us to invite people to a party? Let's go party, let's do this and that in a second hand. If we start going in front of the people that are not on our level, they're so much higher up, than we are. They're the type of people who they're not going partying. They're looking for the next way to make a lot of money. So does that make sense? When we're in front of those
That's
people,
what I
when
was gonna
we're
say.
yes, when
Yeah,
we're
and
going and when we're talking to those people, they're like, no, what I want to listen. What do you got to say? What
Right.
you can show me how to make. Let me hear what you got to say. Instead of what you and the most of us here, yeah, we've been around those type of people because we're in that. Yeah. I'm not even going to speak it out because we're not going to be there anymore. We are going to the next level and then the next level above that. So now we're going to be attracting the people that are looking, their party is making money. Their party is show me how to make the next million because that's what I'm interested in. So that was huge, Catherine.
Wendy,
Well,
that's
thank you,
really
but
good.
oh,
That's really
I'm
good.
sorry.
Go ahead.
But the deal is, I know this is gonna sound crazy, guys, right? Once I said I had a couple of people off the top of my head, some of my friends, they are actually politicians. I have friends that have RIAs or RIIs or whatever the heck they call them in the bank. They have money. I mean, I got a friend that goes to a football game with me, right? And she spends $1,000 like nothing because that's just something. She spends money on stuff, right? And she has money in her house and money in the bank and just money. And, and then my politician friends and, and some of my doctor friends. I mean, I do have friends that actually have money and they want to party with us. But, how do I get my friends that actually have the dough? Because, see, they're going to come to me, or they're going to come to me, they're going to come to Daryl or whatever. And they're going to be like, well, how can you make me more money? Or how can you make my money grow? Because I think I already know how to get my money going because I'm from point A clear over here to K. So
But
how you going
Catherine,
to, yes.
You're
Well,
making
how about-
a killing already with Optimus
How about-
Prime.
Yeah, and
I'm
if you say,
I know.
if you say, if I can show you how to multiply the money that you have in your accounts now by 10 to 12%,
You
Per
already
day?
doing it.
would you be interested?
Yeah.
You're going to get their attention real fast when you start talking that kind of percentages. When you talk their talk,
Right.
how
You're
much is your,
already doing it.
Yes,
making
exactly.
So you have
One
an
thing-
example to show them.
One
You're
thing
already
that
making money.
one thing
That's
that I've always thought, or one of my beliefs is, like those people that you're saying, Catherine, that have money, they're wealthy for a reason, and I'm sure that the belief that I've always had is that wealthy people are always learning different skills to make more money. Wealthy people are always open to making more money because they know money is just money, and they know that there's plenty of ways to make it, especially if you have the right mentality. So I'm sure that once we go through this process with Daryl, we get our mentality right, we learn how to make the invite and the 4 steps the right way. I'm sure that you'll be able to have a lot of those people just even take a look at what we're doing, because like Siobhan and Wendy said, it's proven. I mean, you have proof that you've been making money. So I don't know, I felt like don't like, let's never think that that they won't be open to see just because they're already wealthy. No, I actually believe that since they're wealthy, if they see something good, they're going to want to take a look at it, they're going to want to participate, they're going to want to benefit from it.
They're looking for that all the time. Wealthy people
Yes.
are always looking for more ways
Yes.
to make more money. That's
Yes.
where their mindset is. We have been focusing on the broke people who think it's pie in the sky bullshit. I'm sorry, but that's a lot of the people we have been talking to.
Yes.
You start talking to those millionaires, you got to wait for me to increase my money right now 10 to 12% per day. All right, we'll sit down. I'll talk. I'll take a look at your webinar.
Right.
You're going to get their attention when you talk their language, not our language, their language.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes a lot
You're
of sense.
already doing, like Siobhan said, you're already making money now, girl. You need to be shouting at the top of the rooftops. Hello,
Yes.
check this out.
I am.
How hard have you worked to do that? Or did you just put money? Is it Auto Trader? Is it Optimus Prime? You got it in Fusion?
I got it in Fusion, I think. One of them.
You know?
You know what? I don't.
So you can walk away and let him do all the work for you.
That's
My
exactly what I do.
God, if that's not going to get a millionaire's attention.
Man, you got the keys right there.
I think something that we have to remember too is that we have to take the pressure off our shoulders,
Right.
because it's not us giving the presentation.
Yes.
Making
Use
the
the
sale.
tools.
They're good. That's good,
Exact-
Josue.
Exactly. So as you invite people, that's why they were saying it's a skill, saying the very little words to catch someone's attention, and then being able to just shut up and say, look, I'm gonna send you a link to a webinar, and then let someone else explain and show and sell and prove and all of those things. And we have the blessing to have a full-time trader doing that for us right now. So it's that, taking that pressure off our shoulders, that we have to do everything because we don't.
Yes, and I think that what Josue says is what I was talking to Daryl about the other day, that I want to make it about me. And I think it all just goes back with the belief that society has, that we've grown up thinking about, which is, if I want something to come out right, then I have to do it myself. So I think,
That's awesome.
it's going to be very hard because we want to have it in our hands. We want to control it. We want to say every single thing perfectly. And if they don't like it, they don't join. It's like, oh man, what did I say wrong? And I think this is just going to be the point where it's like, we have to trust the process. We have to trust the 4 simple steps. And like Daryl has always said it, not everybody is going to be interested, but as long as we do it the same exact way every single time, there is going to be people that are going to be interested. So it's, just trusting the process, trusting the steps, because, it's exactly what we've been doing. It goes with trading, having your trading strategy and just, sticking to it. So it's hard because it's like we want to control it, but I don't know. It's not up to us. Like, we just have to do our part, and then, let IML do its part too.
You guys, I think once we get into this, once we start talking to the people we're looking to attract, it's gonna flow so much easier. I'm getting so excited about pruning the tree, and I don't even want to talk with my broke, busted, disgusted friends about it. I'm not even gonna tell them about it at this point. I'm going to the people that I already know they're investing. I'm sorry, but it's true story. I'm not reinventing the wheel here. Like, that's the way it felt last night. But anyways, I'm going to talk to the people I already know they're investing. You're going to very easily get their attention when you start talking a way to capitalize the money they're making now by 10 to 12% per day. You've got their attention real fast, and they want to hear, what do you have to say? Hey, check out this webinar. You betcha. And then if they do, great. If they don't, great. But the ones that, that's why we're pruning the tree. We don't have to get caught up and bogged down in the people that don't see it. We don't want them. There's way too many people that want this, that are looking for this, are waiting to hear about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And they need us. We don't.
Yes.
They need us. I don't want to say we don't need them, but we don't have to be desperate for it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. The desperation, take the desperation right out of your vocabulary. In fact, you got something. You got I got some whipped cream for your freaking pie there, bud. I got something to tell you about. Literally. Have that attitude. You want that cherry on top? I got it. And I'm just saying, we got something that the people that are making money right now, the investors, the people that are, hey, what do you got to say? You got my attention. we're not going to have a hard time talking to them. But we've got to set our sights so much higher than what we're used to being around. That's what's really resonating with me. It's not going to be, but I don't have a problem at this point because because I know I've got something to tell them about. And once again, like Josue said, it's not us. I'm not explaining, just go to this webinar, check it out. You know, and if they do, if they're really interested, they'll check it out. If they're not, you know, on to the next.
I love it, guys. I love it. I love the interaction. That's exactly the great attitude. So I want to take the last 5 minutes. Let's do some role playing. Again, this is your practice field. If you mess up, good for you. Mess up. This is where I want you to mess up. This is where I want you to practice. Because if you do it here, this is where you're supposed to be bad. This is where you're supposed to mess up. And so when you get out to the play day, you're ready to go, right? So so let's do a little bit of role playing. Who's gonna role play with me first?
Me. I'll do it.
Right. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay, so here we go. So let's say the setting is I am on your list, and I'm an engineer, and I've been a family friend for a while. So I'm a winner in your eyes. So you're going to call me up and invite me to a webinar. So let's hear how you do.
Hello, Daryl.
Yes.
Hey, this is Siobhan. How are you?
Hey, Siobhan. Doing good. How you been?
I've been doing great, really great. What are you up to?
Oh, you know, eating some dinner. It's finished up dinner. Wife's got some pie made, and a cup of coffee, and just enjoying life. How about you?
I am just hanging out and enjoying life. I was wondering, are you still doing the engineering thing, or?
Oh yeah, I've been there 20 years.
That is awesome. So you're really enjoying it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Crap.
Like, good. Keep enjoying it. Bye.
That's great. Thanks talking to you.
Okay, go.
Oh my God.
That's okay, girlfriend. You had it going on. Right, but you should have just came back and said, well, you know what? I got something that I think you would enjoy even more.
Well,
girl.
I probably would have got there. I probably
Yeah. You know, and even, you know, so it's good. I mean, we make mistakes, we freeze. See what I'm talking about? So it's easier for us to invite Daryl to a cup of coffee versus try to tell him about the IML, which is where I was at in the beginning of this.
He said he was eating dinner. That was the first thing in my head. He's eating dinner. I'm like, hey, I don't want to take too much of your time. So I don't know if you guys caught that. If I'm eating dinner and you're calling me, you better get to the point.
Well, that's true. That's all true.
Real. That's me. You know. And my wife made pie that day. What? Get off the phone.
Trying to get it.
My wife made pie. Y'all talking about?
Damn. All right.
It's fun.
Okay, Josue, we're gonna go with you now. Are you ready? So
I'm ready.
Josue, we were a co-worker, and matter of fact, I was one of your department heads at your job that you used to work at. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go.
Hello, Daryl.
Hey, Josue, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm great, man.
Okay. Hey, listen. I know you might be busy right now, and I'm about to jump on a call, but I wanted to call you real quick because I've known you for a while, and I know you're a sharp person. And recently, something came to my desk that I think you might want to take a look at. When do you have some time to look at some information and see if you might be interested in this project that I have running right now?
Yeah, you know, life's. I'm pretty busy right now. What do you got going on? What is it?
It's regarding to finance. That's all I can tell you about. It's regarding to money. But, you know, if I go into detail right now, it'll take me like 30 minutes at least. And I know you're busy and I have to run
Hey,
Wait,
is it one of those things?
what things?
You know, those pyramid things?
What do you mean by pyramid things?
You know, where you gotta, get your family and friends involved?
Yeah, you might want to get your family and friends involved in making money. But it's not a pyramid. So, hey, like I say, I have to jump on a call right now. So, you know what? I might call you later, all right? So we can talk later. Sounds
Okay,
good?
sounds good.
Sounds good, buddy. Have a great one.
Okay, you too.
Okay, bye.
All right, good job, boy. I threw the bricks at you on that one, didn't I?
Yeah, I wanted to be funny and make jokes.
I kind of cleared that up for everybody, Josue. So,
Okay, Janine,
Can
you
I
ready?
go next? Could I
Hold
go
on.
next? I'm coming up on some lap traffic here.
Oh, okay, Wendy, go for it. All right. So, Wendy, here's the deal. I'm a business owner, and you do cleanings. Your company does cleanings for my business. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So go ahead.
Okay. Hey, Daryl.
Hey, Wendy, how are you?
Hey, bud. How's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
Really good. I know you're busy. You got just a second?
Sure. What's going on, Wendy?
Hey, I was just thinking about you because, first of all, I know we do take care of your account, but I've always looked up to you, and I know you're a very successful business owner. Quick question for you. If I could show you how to multiply the money that you have in your accounts now by 10 to 12% per day, is this something you might be interested in taking a look at?
Well, I'd be pretty stupid to say no, wouldn't I?
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I wanted to call you. I'm in a hurry, and I know you are too, but I'm going to shoot you. Would you take a look at a 30-minute webinar? This will explain everything. I don't have a lot of time right now, but like I said, you're one of the first persons I talked about or thought of. So
Sure.
if I shoot you this link, you take a look at this webinar?
Absolutely.
All right, bud. I'll catch up with you, all right?
All right. Thanks, Wendy.
Okay. See ya.
Good job. Good job.
Nice.
that was
Good
great.
job, Wendy.
Okay. Okay. Janine, you up?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So Janine, we went to college together, and you're calling me because you haven't heard from me in years. Okay?
Alrighty.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hello, Daryl?
Hello?
Hey, Daryl, how are you? This is Janine.
Janine who?
Janine Pruitt. We met at the University of Toledo.
Janine. Oh yeah, how you been?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. It's glad to hear from you.
Yeah, it's the same. See, I understand it's been a while since we caught up, and we definitely need to do that. But I wanted to ask you, you may or may not be interested in this, but if I had if I could show you something where you could grow your money, anywhere between 20 to 40% a month, would you be interested in that?
I guess I'd like to know a little bit more about it.
I can definitely get you the information, and this webinar will explain everything. Can I show you the information?
Sure. It's a webinar. How long is it?
It's about 15 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, not a problem.
All right, perfect. I'll get that information over to you, okay?
Sounds great.
Great.
All right. Good job. Good job. Good job. Let's see. Who else wants to go? Catherine? Are you ready?
I'm here. You guys got jokes.
You are too cute. I promise. You are the cutest in the world.
You
Thank
can't do
you.
worse than I did. So come on, girl.
I'm here.
Come on.
I'm just checking you guys out. Smooth sailing.
Okay, Catherine, here we go. So I am your banker.
Okay, cool.
I'm your banker, and you went in and you needed some checks, some new checks, and you got some new checks, and we're wrapping up and hit it.
Hey, Daryl, how's things been going? How's your kids doing?
Oh, good. Not bad. Thanks for asking, Catherine.
Good. I'm glad to know that. And everything's going well here at the bank?
Oh yeah, bank's doing pretty good.
Really cool. You know what? I have just gotten into a program called IML. It's basically money making. And so thought it would be something that you would like to increase your income. You know, not for sure how much you make, none of my business. I don't get into people's personal business, but I think that this may be something that you might be really interested in. So what do you think? If I shoot you a email or what is it, a website for you to look over, would you think you would take that time to look at the video?
Sure, Catherine. I wouldn't mind taking a look at that.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm going to get you that information, and then I'm going to follow up with you maybe in about a week, see how you liked it, and maybe we can discuss it a little bit further and see what's what. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Great. So why don't you go ahead and give me that email address, and and I'll get that right over to you the same day. And like I said, I'll get back with you in about 3 to 5 days. Is that fine with you?
Perfect.
Great. Then I'll talk to you then.
Okay. All right. Good job, Catherine. Good job.
Good job.
Good
That
job.
was really good.
Daryl,
So-
I want to try.
Oh, cool. Oh, let's do it, Jasmine. I'm glad you said that. Okay, Jasmine, here we go. So, Jasmine, I am actually one of your patients that come into your job. Okay.
Okay.
And you were wrapping up with me, and it's a quiet setting. It's a safe environment right now. Nobody's really around. Hit it.
Okay. Oh my God. My mind just went blank. Give me 1 second. Okay. So Daryl, I meant to ask, what do you do for a living?
Oh, I own a construction company.
Oh, that's amazing. How long have you said you own a construction? What was it? Oh my God. Okay, let's start over.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Action.
Yes. Okay. So Daryl, I meant to ask you, what do you do for a living?
I own a construction company.
Oh, that's amazing. How long have you been doing that for?
Oh, I just started about a year ago.
Oh, that's awesome. How is it working for you?
Oh, it's tough. You gotta get new customers and buy all this equipment, and so it's been pretty trying.
Oh, okay. I totally understand. I own a business myself. I actually wanted to mention, would you be interested in increasing your income?
Well, I would be actually. What do you got?
Okay, well, oh my God. Okay, well, I would love to explain to you, but right now would not be the appropriate time. Do you mind if I get your contact information and I send you a link to a webinar? Would you be interested in that?
Sure, I'll take a look at that. Uh-oh, I'm losing you. Can you guys hear me?
Hello?
Really good, Jasmine.
Yeah,
Oh,
good job.
It was. Good
I'm
job.
back. I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's all right. We stood in for you.
All right.
We thought that she killed the patient.
Flatline.
That's
Daryl, I
funny.
was scared. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, does anybody else want to go before we wrap up, or?
I'll go, Daryl.
All right, here we go, Alejandra. So, me and you are longtime friends, okay? And we haven't seen each other in a couple years though, so you're gonna give me a call.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Daryl. How are you? It's Alejandra.
Oh, how are you? I've been doing good. Man, I haven't heard from you in ages.
I know. It's been a while. It's really, really good to hear your voice. I know we haven't been able to speak in a while, but I was actually going to through my contact list, and I found your contact, and I wanted to give you a call. I'm actually, running into a meeting right now, but I wanted to see if you had a second to talk.
Yeah, I do. Hey, are you still with that one guy?
Yeah, I am. Yes, we're actually engaged, and we'll be getting married very soon. And actually, the reason why I was calling you is because
When you
my
guys
fian-
getting married?
we'll be getting married in Cancun. And the reason why I was calling, the reason why I was calling you is because we recently started a project together.
You and your husband or your fiance?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a project that we recently started, and I was just thinking about all the short people that I know going through my contact list, and you came to my mind. I've always thought really highly of you. I've always thought that you're a very big dreamer, really business-minded, and I wanted to give you a call and invite you to an event that I'm going to be having this Sunday. I'd love to see your face again, and I'd love for you to come check out what we're doing. I really think that it's something that you'd really like.
Well, what is it? What are you doing?
I can't really explain much. I wouldn't want to get you, confused. I'm actually stepping into a meeting right now. But if Sunday doesn't work for you, we could either set up I could send you a link to a webinar that you could watch for 15 minutes right now. But if not, we could definitely catch up on Sunday, and I could talk. I could show you everything that it's about.
Why don't you just send me that link? I'll take a look right now if you don't mind.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, I'll send you over all the information, and I hope that I get to see you soon. I really miss you, and I'm glad that you're doing well.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. I'll send you over all the information. Okay.
Okay.
Is that okay? Listen, is it okay if I give you a call tomorrow night just to see what you thought?
Sure, not a problem.
Awesome. All right. Perfect. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right. Good job.
Great job.
Nice
Go,
job.
girl. Woo-hoo, she nailed it.
I was trying to get you distracted so bad and you wouldn't go for it. That was
You
awesome.
know what? You know what, Daryl? The Matt Rosa 4 steps for me have been life-changing. Be in a hurry, make invitation, add value, take it away. I wrote it down before I started the call with you, and I had it in front of my eyes.
Do you have that Matt Rosa training?
Yeah, the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could send it to you.
Well, why don't you put it in the Wolfpack group?
Okay, yeah.
The
Awesome.
Or group, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think I can find it. I think I do have it.
All right.
But
perfect.
yeah, that's the best one.
You did good. You did good. You held your ground.
It's on his page. He went live once.
Yes, people will talk.
So, all right, guys. Well, I wanted to keep it short and sweet tonight. You did excellent. Everybody that role played, way to go. Way to go. That's what it's about. It's about practice, guys. You're in a safe environment. It's fun. Let's just help each other go through this until you're comfortable. And who cares how long it takes, right? If we pro play and practice this is the most important skill. Before we go to the Super Bowl and play the game, let's practice so we get out in the field and act like we know what we're doing, right? So that's what this is all about. So listen to this recording and ask yourself when you're listening to the recording, does the person have power and confidence when they're talking, or do they sound like a mealy mouse of scared to death and don't know who they are, right? And your job is to get the confidence when you talk to people. So I will shoot you this recording. Great job. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m., same time, same bat channel, and we're going to do some role playing again, all right? And this time, no more training. It'll be a straight hour of role playing because I think you guys get the point now. So come prepared, and let's have some fun.
And are you going to send the number